What if I told you that the car of your dreams, the one you love the most in the world, the machine you would buy if you won the lottery today, is probably abandoned somewhere in the desert, covered in dust, slowly decaying? But why? Who is the person crazy enough to buy these machines and then just forget about them in garages, containers, or even on the streets? And the most important question, how can you buy one of them? I'm sure at least one of you watching this video has seen those videos of supercars all dusty in the Dubai desert. The exact number is unknown, but there are certainly many. For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, let me try to paint a picture. Imagine one fine day you decide to take a stroll through the streets of Dubai. You park your car in a mall parking lot, and in front of you is a Rolls-Royce or a GTR with the keys still in the ignition. But these aren't even the most insane cars spotted. We've had reports of an NSX, yes, the same car Ayrton Senna drove, also a Lamborghini, and even a Ferrari F40 valued at over $3.9 million. But these cars aren't abandoned by some crazy royal family who got bored quickly. There is a much darker reason. To understand why, we first need to understand how this city works. Dubai may not be the largest city in the United Arab Emirates, but it is undoubtedly the most famous. It stands out for being one of the most luxurious cities on the planet, with a modern skyline, luxurious lifestyle, and innovative architecture. There's the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, standing at 828 meters with 162 floors, and in front of it, one of the largest fountains in the world, shooting water jets over 150 meters into the air synchronized with music and lights. This city is so luxurious that you can buy gold from vending machines. The police force includes a fleet of luxury cars like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and even a Bugatti Veyron. If you're lucky, or not, the police might pull you over in a Porsche 918 Spider. This is one encounter I personally wouldn't mind having. But now, I want to see you try to outrun the police with your souped-up hatchback. As you can imagine, this city attracts the world's elite, the wealthiest people looking for a lifestyle that matches their bank accounts. But where does all this money come from? Like most Middle Eastern countries, the UAE has been in the oil and natural gas business, which was a significant part of its income. Over the past 20 years, they've been focusing on diversifying their economy by investing capital in investment funds and bringing in multinational corporations to further stimulate their economy, making it the new global financial center. That's why Dubai became a magnet for companies and entrepreneurs. A study conducted in 2013 showed that 93% of Dubai's population consisted of foreigners, including bankers, businessmen, investors, and wealthy individuals. Besides all the opportunities the UAE offers, they have a unique advantage that I believe was the turning point, the lack of income tax. Now, let me make a point, the biggest nuisance for the elite, and not just the elite, is income tax. We lose a percentage of our hard-earned money, and it's not reinvested in our society. Security is lacking, the streets are full of potholes, and the schools, well, you know the story. But let's save that for another video. What attracts billionaires to the UAE the most is the absence of income tax. That's why everyone wants to go there. More rich people mean more spending, and consequently, more money circulating. And if you earn millions of dollars and don't pay taxes, you probably have some money to spend on supercars. Obviously, you still see many ordinary cars on the streets, but supercars are becoming more common. Don't be surprised if one day you're riding your electric bike and come across a Ferrari, a Koenigsegg, or even a Bugatti. The fact is that the roads are excellent, and there are many stores where you can buy luxury items at market prices. The tax rates for large companies are almost non-existent, so things are very affordable. Maybe very affordable is a bit strong, they are reasonable. But it's not impossible to buy a used luxury car at a fair price. You don't necessarily need to be a billionaire to show off, that's what I'm getting at. Unlike Brazil, where a popular car costs 80,000 Brazilian reals, the reality there is a bit different if you know what you're doing. And that's why the car scene there is so insane. These machines are almost a lifestyle because they're a way for people to show off their wealth. To be honest, most of them bought these cars more for Instagram likes than to enjoy the car itself. And because these cars are so common, people are always looking for something better, something more exclusive. Owning a car that no one else has is the biggest dream of anyone. That's why when these billionaires get tired of their cars, they simply abandon them in the middle of the street because they are no longer Instagram worthy. However, the reason these cars are abandoned has to do with some religious laws that govern some predominantly Middle Eastern countries. These laws are known as Sharia, or Islamic law, which is based on the teachings of the Quran and the traditions of the Prophet Muhammad. These laws cover social interactions, morality, ethics, legal issues, and even religious rituals. No matter the lifestyle you want to live in Dubai, you must understand that there are some laws you must follow, or face the consequences. For instance, the consumption of pork, gambling, alcohol, and drugs are prohibited, as are extramarital relationships. One particular law states that being late on your payments is equivalent to theft. This means that if you fall behind on your credit card payments, mortgage, or your brand new Ferrari 488 GTO that you bought to impress your friends, you can be imprisoned. Loans in the UAE are very common and easy to get. People take out loan after loan to maintain this luxurious lifestyle, but it reaches a point where everything becomes a snowball. For example, imagine you are one of the top entrepreneurs in Brazil looking for a more luxurious life and come across Dubai, the new global financial center, with the idea of not paying taxes becoming more appealing. You move there, buy the Ferrari you always wanted, and live the life you always dreamed of. But one fine day, a pandemic hits, the world stops, and consequently, you no longer sell as much as you did. You took on commitments you can no longer fulfill, money is becoming scarce, and you can't sustain all your luxurious expenses. You try to get a loan, but it's not a good idea. You ask all your friends for help, but no one answers. So, what do? Do you accept your fate and go to prison in the middle of the desert, or do you run as fast as you can, leaving everything behind, even if it means abandoning your beautiful Ferrari in the desert, in a garage, or parked on the street? The panic is so intense that some of these supercars still have the key in the ignition. The moment they realize they don't have the money and will miss the payments, they simply flee. But can we blame them? As fast as you might be, their police literally have Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Every second is precious, and your freedom is more valuable than a car you don't need, bought to impress people you don't like. So, that's why we see so many videos of dusty supercars. They stay there until the police tow them away, which can take months or even years due to some laws that delay this process. To us, the law regarding missed payments doesn't seem very intelligent because instead of encouraging the debtor to pay off their debt, it indirectly forces them to flee the country. But that's how it is. Now that the mystery is solved, we know the cars are abandoned because businessmen are afraid of being imprisoned. Now, the big question, how can you get one of these machines? Is there a government website to check? And more importantly, is it worth it? To be short and honest, I don't think so. It depends on the car's condition and who holds the title. For example, if you take out a loan from the bank to buy a car, motorcycle, or house, the vehicle belongs to the bank until all payments are made. Only then can you say the car is yours. In the UAE, it's the same. You might find a car on the street, but you need to know who the owner was and how many payments are left. Depending on the situation, you might pay more than you would for a new car, considering the renewal and paperwork. It might be an unnecessary headache. In most cases, the police take these cars for themselves, which is why they have such a strong fleet. They realized their old cars couldn't compete with the supercars on the streets, so they upgraded with Ferraris and Lamborghinis. This is all just a show to dazzle tourists with the police's infrastructure and development. That's all for today. If you liked our work, feel free to follow us, hit the bell to get notified when we post new videos, and don't forget to like and share with your friends. See you in the next videos. Comment below on the next topic you'd like to see on the channel. Your opinion is very important to us.